Hi, this is Bobby. I'm with Pumpkin Creek Primitives, and I have a cross stitch shop, which is www.pumpkincreekprimitives.com. And I'm adding a few more fun hobby items to the shop. And so I wanted to film tutorial to show you how easy it is for you to get involved and use these things. So this will be probably a two-parter. This is a really long video. And I just wanted to say, if you watch my floss tube, you know, we film like this. This whole video is a top down onto my hands. And so there are times where I am not in the screen, and I apologize for that. There is going to be a heating tool that's loud. I apologize for that. And my hands are dry AF. So I'm not apologizing for that. They are what they are. They need lotion. I wash my hands 50 million times when I'm dealing with mixed media. So yeah, there's definitely room for improvement, but overall, you get the information that you need, and that's the important part. So I will be putting on my website a tab that says pre-orders within the next week or so. And that is where the items will be for you to be able to pre-order if you want to. There'll be additional items from the ones that I showed, but they may just be a different color compared to what I showed. So everything should be roughly in the family that I'm showing. I will have other things coming later on that I'll have pre-orders on, but I'll need to do tutorials on those. So I hope you enjoy. This is my first filming of a mixed media canvas, and it went okay. All right, hope you enjoy. Okay, this is a new angle for me. I'm looking all professional. So I got these. They're supposed to wear gloves. These are only 50 count, but I mean, it'll take me a while to go through them. They weren't that expensive. They fit me good. Most, except for I pulled this one weird, but most gloves, these say medium, and I probably could go a little bit. I got tiny hands, but I should be able to function a little bit with these, so that is good. The molds that I'm going to be pouring, I'll go over this beforehand because we're using this casting resin, Amazing, and it cures in like 10 minutes. So you have a very short window. I think you got like 20 to 30 seconds to stir it and about 1.5 minutes to pour it. So you're working very quickly. Okay, so nope. Which ones are we doing? Okay, so this one is Mechanical Insecta. So Mechanical Insects. This is a Prima one, but it's obviously an older one. And then this one's the Lock and Keys. And this one is Nocturnal Insects. Yeah, because this other one's that one. So that is what we will be using. So I'm going to go ahead and so we have side A, side B. I'm hoping this doesn't like autofocus all over the place. If it does, this video is not going to be long anyways, so because I will stop it while it's curing. And then you get these little measuring cups to pour it in. So I am going to pour, just so I have it level. In the first pour that I did last time, I have other cups like this. I poured in and then poured on top of and then mixed. So let's not do that this time. So let me just make sure, and I am not the best And I bet this has a safety cap that I'm not going to be able to get off. Of course it does. Okay. Not terrible. I want to pull it off though, because I had issues. Of course, this is how I'm going to have it all over me. I had issues with my other containers. I have big jugs. And now my face itches. So I'm going to do maybe about 20. I also can't hold anything steady. So that's awesome. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Come on. Whew. I do everything like really hard, and so I have to be really careful. Thankfully, I have a trash can right beside me. Oh, come on, guys. This probably would have been smart to do this before I started filming, but you know, hindsight 2020. Really was thinking it'd be more of a pull tab than me having to deal with this with rubber gloves. That's part of the problem, is trying to get a grip. Normally you use your nails. Lord have mercy. Okay. I would like to really get that one off. Oh my gosh. So, what was on the video? Oh, it was like 30 minutes of her trying to peel stuff off. It's no big deal. Okay, so this one's thinner. About there. Oh, these are flimsy. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's scary. This is where I got old ass eyes. I mean, they're close enough, right? I hope. All right. So we have A, B, and then we're going to mix them into here. So pour A in first. And I'm assuming, where did my, oh, there it is. That these are like, I have a bunch. I bought a bunch. They're not that expensive because I'm assuming this needs to be thrown away. I don't see it peeling out of this. And now I have sun in my eyeballs, so that's super fun for this morning. Okay, let's pour that one in there. Okay, oops. A wire in the trash can. Okay, so we're just gonna stir this up. This is a giant cup. I'm gonna count roughly 20 seconds. Yeah, see what I'm doing? I can't see the camera at all now because there's literally 40,000 watts of sun coming in right in my eyeball. So that's good times. Okay, I think that's good. So, I should have moved those out the damn way. And I didn't. The one I want to get actually is this one. And now I'm about to F around and find out. I'm a slow pourer. So this should be interesting on how fast I can get this where they need to go. And I'm a slow pour because I am still learning and I'm terrified of this stuff. So, go ahead and get that gear. Let's go ahead and get this gear. I don't know if I can get the butterfly, but let's try. The stuff in the cup's starting to get hot. Oh. No. That's okay. We'll push it around a little bit. We'll push it around. I think it got everything in there. I need to push it. No, it looked like it filled all the way. Let's make sure this leg got all the way. Okay. I think I'm a little concerned about that leg. But he'll look fine anyways. All right. So, let's mix some more. Because we have these two molds that we want to use. And maybe, let's just try. I mean, if that's, yeah, okay, let's just try. Don't know what it'll do since there's already hardener in that one. Let's rethink that. I have more cups, they're just not sitting right here. Oh, you can already see that bloom out. That's pretty cool. Let me just... Let me just step over here. And these are the cups that I'm using. Probably glare. Okay. All right. So I am going to do quarter and then it's very concerning. It should go to half. Man. All right. And I think if it doesn't stir up good, it may just take a little longer. But I'm not playing around with this time. So, oh shit. This is a little different angle. And I'm not doing so good, am I? Oh, Lord. I think there's just because there's also more in here. Let's get this guy. I'll come back and add some. There's a hair on this one. Get that one out the way. Yeah, we had a spill, but it's fine. Okay. think this, oh shit. Sorry. If you are finding me, not because you know my cross stitch channel, I'm going to go ahead and apologize now. Words are used. Let's try this little one. Try this little one. Need a little bit more in this one. I'm dripping. Okay. Try to get this key. Let's try to get this key. Let's get this. Let's get this key. It's starting to get thick. Whoop. And I'm starting to get not that great with my pouring. Now let's get this. Let's not pour it in the middle of the stinking thing. Let's get this over here. Let's get this. How about this? Let's get this. Yeah, it's starting to not want to flow very well. It's getting thick on me. These last pours are gonna be a struggle. Yeah. And that's what happens when you're working fast. Okay. So I have some areas I'm obviously gonna have to clean off. It didn't go all the way in here. Oh, let's see if I can maybe. Nope. So that's not going to turn out right, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we will wait until these set up. Piece right there. Just want to get that off of there. Yep. And then once these completely set up, I will take them out and then we will paint them with a little bit of gesso. I hope you enjoyed, just so that you would see resin's really not that scary. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. So, yep. Thank you for tuning in. And until next time. Okay. We are back. And I'm sorry it's going to be a little loud with outside noises. One thing about this house, which if you've watched me on FlossTube, you know, my cats rule the house. And Arlo desperately wanted the window open because there's a lot of bird activity outside and it's a nice crisp fall morning. And I opened the window. Well, the problem is about an acre or so from us in the back is the interstate. So when you're downstairs and there's the leaves on the trees, you don't really hear it, but up here, the tree canopy is a little thinner. And yeah, we can hear everything. So I apologize. But my baby wins. Sorry. Okay, so this just kind of dried up in there, and I'll get that cleaned out later. Set that right there. So That was water on my arm, if you could see that, not resin. So let's see, can we see this little dot right here? We can. So just to show you, that's how easy cleanup is. The little dot just came right off. So it's a nice silicone mat. I mean, I'm just saying, I was terrified of this stuff. I'm just saying. But now I will say, I believe that this is polyurethane. It doesn't say that specifically on here, but my big jugs that are a polyurethane, is also turns white in 10 minutes. So I'm assuming that this is what it is. The epoxy resin is what can take like 24 hours to demold and like 72 to set up. So, yeah. Okay. So let's start over here. I pulled away to see if I could pull out the butterfly, see if it was ready. And it's still a little soft, but that would be, I mean, you guys, how gorgeous, how fast, right? So we're gonna set him, I have no room. Let's move my baby wipes out of the way. Let's move those over there. Let's scooch this a little bit. Let me just put my craft mat there for right now. Let's, oh, no, we can't scooch no more. We can't scooch no more that way. I'll have to do this in layers. It's fine. It's fine. Trash on the end of that one. Let's see how this one demolds. I mean, you guys, this was easy. You saw me do it. You saw me cuss when I had some oopsies. But oopsies are okay. I mean, you guys. So this one, I have a little bit of, a little bit of that you can cut off with scissors. I just pinched it off because it's still not fully set up. Got some where like some of it didn't quite go in the mold, but, and I probably could cut that a little bit more, but because I didn't over pour. If you can tell, it's kind of domed versus flat. But again, you're painting these pieces up. They're going in mixed media. It's fine. Got a little bubble in that one, but it gives each piece character. So this is definitely an overpour. It's got the dome, which gives it, you know, a little bit of an edge right there. But again, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. It looks like I got a little bit of a missed spot in his leg. So let's demold him. I hope y'all can still see this. I'm kind of demolding up to my face because I'm nervous. Nervous about his little leg. Come on, pop off there. There we go. Oh, got a little. So his legs are a little soft. I definitely have some areas I got to trim around here, but no big deal. He's gorgeous. And he found his little leg missing right there. He's fine. And then I'll trim the edges. Once it sets up more, you can kind of break them off. Let me put him flat though, because his tail is wanting to sag on me. Let's move all those aside. Oh, I have to put you right there, buddy. Lay him flat. Okay. These feel like they're done. I definitely got some over pours on these. But then, see, I mean, I can scrape that off. But other than that, like, I mean, they came out pretty clean. I got a little bit of things to clean up, but I mean, it's ready for another pour. Okay. Let's switch places. Let's see how this one came out. Ooh, it's so damn gorgeous. Like, I cannot. Don't look at my dry ass hands, but so gorgeous. Let's see this guy down here. Yep. I mean, he's missing a little bit of a leg. That's fine. Man, my hands are dry. Let's do this one, and then we'll move on to the other one. Oh. We got brothers. Oh, it broke off. But look how gorgeous. Look how gorgeous. I'm going to start setting them on here. So I'm running out of space. Yep, I got some here that are attached. But no big deal. I just take my finger. These are a little bit more dry. So I was able to kind of pull and snap that off. He's got some up here because he was an overpour, but he's fine. Could take scissors and cut up. Oh, I got poured some accidentally. So I have a little butt. Let's throw the butt away. This is also an overpour, so it's gonna have, this is what happens when you have the overpour. You just have that extra, which I'll be able to cut off. So, still not a problem. Okay, so here's a good example. So this is a stick that I was using to push around and whatever. See? It ain't coming off the stick very well. But it does. So, I need a toothpick. I just don't know where I don't know where they're at. I have a whole box somewhere. I just don't know where they're at. So, again, just pull that off. Can I snap that? Yeah. I have sharp nails. All right. So then that mold, except for right there, and right there, and a little bit right there. I mean, it's clean. It's ready to pour again, right? All right, so this one's a little crazy. Like, I missed this whole, of course you can't see. I missed this whole area right here. And then I over poured like crazy right here. But that's okay. So let's see. Do I need to use my, I mean, I could use scissors, but now this one, the overpour is a little bit problematic for what I want to do, but it'll all get colored, so it'll be fine. I probably could poke through that with an X-Acto knife, but I'm not living that life today. So, again, here's the key. This one I did pretty good. I didn't do an overpour. These I just started getting crazy with. It was like I was at the wrong angle. And once I started, I couldn't stop. So he's got some wings on him, but it's fine. And then, look at that little, but look at the detail in this. Look at that big keyhole. Can you see? Sorry if my nails are gross. That's what's called too much crafting. Got paint up underneath my nails. Okay. So let's demold the center, which that one looks good. It's got a little bit of a edge. It's okay. Come on. Oh, I want to poke that through. Let's get rid of that one. Just want to get that flap out the way. There we go. Look how nice. Okay. So some of these, oh, like I missed. Come on. Well, I had to pull that one. This one's got a lot to, and it doesn't have it's a broken key. So the way to do this, I was gonna say, I don't have any little scissors. All these are like big ones, but you just cut it away. I need some little ones to be able to get into some areas, but for the most part, I mean, I just cut that away. A little harder to round the edges, but, and then this is where I just went bananas on this pour. Let's just be honest. Oh, let's get this middle one out. Oh, got a little bit of a spot mist. Let's pull that off. So, as you can tell, I have a little bit of a spot missing, but it still looks great. And I haven't poured, these are brand new molds. I haven't poured them before. So also learning the molds and where you need to be careful that it gets there is part of this. Oh my gosh. Even, I mean, we have a a hitchhiker over here, but even with me not getting this all the way done, it's still fabulous. It's still fabulous. Let's see if I can do it with these giant ass scissors. And this is still like a little soft, a little malleable, so try not to hold it too much. I don't want it to bend, but just trying to see if I could get this key to tear off. There we go. And I'll cut him down just a little bit, and we can break him off probably later because they're pretty thin. Same with this. I think we can break this off if we want to get it a little closer once it dries more fully. So yeah, and there's that eyelash. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Can y'all see that? Let's get these back on here. Well, let's put him down here. He delicate. I mean, so I would say maybe a total of 25 minutes to get all this resin. I mean, it's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, let's pinch that off. So yeah, that is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Why is that so dirty? That's dusty. That is gross. Ugh. Don't look at that. Oh, here we go. I'll just set that over there. So, basically, the lock and key one. These are the moth one. And these are these two in the gears. So that was what we were working with. Again, they're Prima, Finnabair. And that is how easy. So the next step is to paint these with gesso, which is the primer. So that way it will take color. Yep. That's it, guys. That's how easy it is, honestly. So, and then just to show, oh, there's my drip. I'm just trying to show you how easy this cleanup is. Okay, I'll have to clean him. But, I mean, that satisfaction right there. If you were a kid, if you were a kid that liked to put glue on your hands and peel it off as a kid, this is the most satisfying. I was that weirdo. I'm gonna just admit it on here. So, and I got a few little bubbles inside, but I just take my fingernail, scrape them out. They'll be fine. And then it's ready for the use again. There you go. Yeah. Okay. I will come back once they are gessoed and we are ready to start our mixed media piece. Okay. So I'm back and we are going to use some, this is what the new container looks like. Heavy gesso, black. It is Prima, Finnabair, and maybe it's just an older jar. So, get a little dab on here, and we're just gonna paint it. Nothing fancy, just getting a good coat. You can paint it with white gesso. You can paint it with, well, black gesso, which is what we're doing. My project is going to be on a black gesso covered canvas, so I could paint this once I get all the elements on there, but I thought I would just go ahead and, since it's got some little tricky areas, it may be easier to paint this one ahead of time, getting some of the little nooks and crannies. And here's where I'm gonna start getting stuff all over me, but it's fine. And then once this dries, and it doesn't take too long to dry, I'm not gonna put a heat tool on it because I had another idea that may or may not work. So we will, while this dries, while this top coat dries, we will see if my thoughts, okay, this is where I will now have stuff all over me. And then when we come back, do the back, I can, if I miss any edges that I can't see, which happens, got one right there, we can clean those up. Cover over that. Okay, so let's pick this up. Let's put him to the side over here to dry. Get my trusty baby wipes. And then let's clean this up because I have another, while that's drying, I thought of another thing that could be fun. Maybe. I don't even know if it'll work. And I tried to look on YouTube and search just to see if somebody else out there was doing it, and I found nothing. So that's interesting. Let me see if I can reach my paper towels. I have a shop box underneath here. Okay. Just to dry this area off a little bit. Okay. So, next thing I want to do, besides get comfortable, set that aside. All right, I got Mod Podge, and this is just the matte. And what I am going to do, sorry, can y'all see my tape? This was so I knew how far. And I know I've got a glare back there. I don't know what to do about it though. It's either that or shadows. So my glare's right there, so I'll try to keep whatever I'm doing out of the glare. Okay, so I do have these resin molds that I already painted with white gesso, so they're already primed. And I wanted to see if I could take tissue paper and decoupage it over this, their faces and stuff. So it may not work, it may work. We are going to find out. I'm gonna try her first. Put a little on here. And then I'm just gonna, and it may not work. And this is how you find out if stuff works. I'm sliding out of the frame. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I can get it, like they're too detailed. Doesn't want to stick. It does not want to stick. I'm not putting enough underneath. Maybe. That definitely was too much. Got dogs in the background. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Well, that's sad. Because you can't see the detail. It's not getting in there good. I was trying to see if you could decoupage. And the answer is a big fat no. Because it's not sticking. It's too bumpy of a surface. Yeah. That's okay. I mean, that's how you find out, right? I'll just let her dry. She'll be resistant. Well, actually, I probably could wipe her off. Let's wipe her off. Well, in the meantime, I go through so many baby wipes. I need to buy them from the dollar store. Because, like, can't stand out my... So we'll let her dry out there. In the meantime, we could... I'm being wasteful today. I don't want to throw away that tissue paper. In the meantime, let's put some of this. And this is like, this is antiquing wax. This is one of the things that I would love to be able to offer as a pre-order. Oh, it's one of those. Okay. So this has already been painted with white gesso, front and back. So with this, maybe just gonna add a little bit on my finger. Don't know why it's on the wrong finger. It's fine. Why I put that on my non-dominant one, no one can tell me. And so this is just how you like dirty it up a little bit, right? This stuff smells so good. Like, I know that sounds weird, but it really does. Really, really does. So I'm just rubbing it. Getting the nooks and crannies. I don't want that heavy in that nook and cranny over there, but I may put some, because once these dry, you're not, they'll be permanent. Unlike my Tim Holtz, see, we're getting a little bit of lines on that. It's fine. It's fine. So, I just want to dirty it up a little bit. I figure out what I'm going to do in these holes, because technically those should have been holes. So I may, do I have a fine tip brush? I feel like the black is gonna, sorry, reaching. I feel like it's gonna be a little too much, but how about I put it in frame? How about that? I'm used to doing everything towards me. So it's a little odd trying to figure out the angle of the camera. And I'm just gonna paint these in. And then once that dry, I'll put a little bit more of the wax on there to get the areas where. And I also want to preface, I am not an artist. So if I can do it, you can do it. Oh, the dogs. Okay. So I think that worked. I'm gonna wait till that gesso dries. And then, let's see, is she dry enough? I think she's dry enough. Let's try ash on her. So this is ash gray. And I also have metallic. This is the antiquing. I have metallic waxes too. So these are gonna be a, let's put on the right finger. This is gonna be a matte finish compared to all my what's the words? The metallic is very metallic-y. So I may need to use something other than my finger on this one, just because it has a lot of high ridges. that doesn't allow my finger to get into. But just dirtying her up a little bit, making her slightly creepy. Her one side looks dead. Yeah, I don't know if I can use the, because it's wax, so it's meant to be like to sit on top of. So I don't know if, just get a tad more to make this side dark. Rub that out. Yeah, she may have too much detail to rub it, because really technically what you would get out of her eyeball, what you would want to do is hit highlights with this stuff, you know. Whereas he's a lot of flat surfaces, so his is much better. So I am not crazy, because she just has too many ridges, right? So that being said, I don't know if I can take a baby wipe too. She can be baby wiped to death and get some of that out. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting some of it off. I was just gonna just paint her in gesso. Just paint her back up. Not budge out the way. I hate that the deco didn't work, and maybe it would if it wasn't such a not a flat surface. Like it probably would on here. Oh my gosh, the dog. It's not time for them to go out yet. They're getting ahead of my program. So I'm just gonna get all the nooks and crannies. So that's the whole thing. You don't like something, paint over it. So I just don't think that she, so what I'll probably do with her is I'll come back with some of the metallic waxes and hit her highlights. And then she will be gorgeous. All right, I'm just touching her up, getting all the edges. Then I will set her aside to dry. Try and touch all the areas where I touch with my fingers. All right, so I'm gonna set her aside to dry, and we will come back with the finished pieces.